Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel. Otherwise, let's jump into it. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, let's start off with the Hierophant. Strong way to start off November here, Leo. Very, very nice. Now, the Hierophant is a very beautiful card of influence, status, power, prominence, being the center of attention, being revered, being respected. Could also be a Taurus that's coming in, a destined Taurus that's coming in around you, potentially in career, maybe in love, but it's also focused on marriage and tradition and ceremony. So I think for a lot of you, if you are in a committed relationship, if you are married or going towards that way, whether it's your first marriage, second, third marriage, there is talks of that sort of commitment at the beginning of November. Or suddenly someone's seeing you in this light, Leo. Suddenly you're being elevated to someone and they're seeing you in this way. Could also be career related, however. Now, a lot of you are in leadership positions, and if you're not, there could be a promotion that's coming forward. Taurus can represent quite a bit of money. The title, as well, as I said, the Hierophant, the monks are very devotional towards the Pope here. So it's something about reputation as well. But they hold keys, okay? Keys to the future, keys to success, keys to the next chapter. So I do feel like there's some sort of elevation happening in around you, especially because you do have that Ten of Pentacles right next to the Hierophant, which can indicate lots of money, income, creating a legacy, having lots of clientele. It's quite an inundating card because there's a lot happening in this card. So I do feel for a lot of you, it's going to shape up to be quite a busy month, especially monetarily or career-wise, anything to do around the home, working from home, generating income from home, or entrepreneurial pursuits. I think that's also very possible for you. Now, it could even be new additions to the family. Judgment card, Ten of Pentacles, creating a legacy, could be creating a family or building a family. This is the very first steps. So baby steps, or the very first steps to your forever or to your dream scenario here, Leo, if that's something that you're wanting. It can be a kind of family reconciliation. It can also be bumping into someone. See how these people exchange a look as they bump into each other? So it could be an unexpected, really I think it's karmic, to be honest. The angel is here. It's a karmic or it's a divine orchestration, but you're going to bump into someone you weren't expecting, or something's going to occur that you weren't expecting. It could be someone that you used to work with. It could be someone that you used to be in a relationship with. It could be even bumping into a family member. It's someone you maybe haven't been in touch with for quite some time. The Tower card, they may bring news. They may bring news, shocking news, revelations, unforeseen events. The Tower card can bring us shake-ups. Sometimes we need those shake-ups. They give us contrast for what's good, what's bad, if we're going on track or not. So it could be in correlation to that. But I think for the most part with the Tower card, it could involve another person. Look, there's two of you falling from the Tower here. So it's either symbolism here that a connection is unfolding very, very fast. It's very electric. You might be very, very attracted. Or there's some, the Knight of Swords carries very swift energy. Sometimes he leads himself to his demise. So this could translate to self-sabotaging behavior, maybe in a business partnership, maybe even in a relationship. But that's potentially coming in around you with the Tower card. Might be coming from a fire sign though. Aries, Sag, or Leo. But again, it's unforeseen circumstances. Some of you will have to rebuild something because it's been knocked down, it's been delayed, there's been a mishap, and you're going to have to rebuild it. Whilst I believe you can rebuild it fairly quickly, the notion of starting again, it doesn't always appeal to everyone, especially when you've come very, very far in a situation. But this could be a project, this could be a relationship as well. Could also be one-night stands, sexual encounters, electric connections, physical attractions, even temptations with the Tower card. Okay, things that we do behind closed doors. It's dark. You know, we try to not expose these things, so that could be coming in around you as well. You do have the King of Cups here, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The King of Cups rules the emotional realm, so it could be quite an emotional month for a lot of you. But I think for the most part, it's a good emotion. It could also be falling in love or becoming much more attached to a person, or a person becoming much more attached to you. I feel like you want to get on top of a situation here, Leo. You really want to understand maybe where someone stands with you, where they sit in your life, where they fit into your life, where they complement you, and things like that. So it's more emotional understanding. But I love what the King of Cups represents. He's got the Royal Regalia, so he's got something very worthy. Someone is worthy to offer you something, or you're worthy of them. What they're bringing forward emotionally, is a lot of good things. It's a lot of worthy things. Could also be someone that's very, very supportive. You know, that the monks support the Hierophant. The King of Cups is being supported by this stone slab throne. You could see someone become immensely supportive of what it is that you're doing. Maybe career-wise, life choices, spiritual choices, religious orientation. You're going to receive emotional support, whether it is through family, through loved ones, through colleagues, acquaintances, friends. They're going to offer you support because we see a family dynamic in the Judgment card. Now, yes, this could have something to do with the family home, karmic relationships, but there's divine intervention on your part. So if this is family troubles, dramas, sicknesses, etc., I feel like you're being looked after by the divine, essentially by an angel. So you might be guarded, or this could be a guardian angel that is around you, Leo. Could also be judgment, you know, comes in many forms. It could be a contract coming in, a contract for a new home, a contract for a new job, a recontracting, a subcontract. Judgment card could also be karmic connections, karmic love connections, karmically bumping into someone. Okay? Maybe you're not finished with something yet. There's unresolved issues, there's pending issues, and this, what you may deem coincidental meeting, is actually coming up around you for a reason, Leo, which is very, very interesting. But it could also be opening yourself up to judgment, and that's not always easy to do. Not easy to do for emotions. It's not easy for the ego, for our sense of worth, our sense of self-worth. But judgment can come in criticism, it can come in feedback, it could be from an employer, it could be from a person, but there might be some judgment passed, or you might be the one casting judgment. And judgment comes in many forms. Sometimes it's destructive, sometimes it's constructive, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it does come in many forms, and I think it's coming up around you potentially towards the end of November. But it isn't opening up. I feel like you're seeing the light in a situation, emerging from the boxes, the coffins that these people have been placed in. So you're coming back. Maybe if you've had writer's block, or you've been single, you haven't had much luck in love, or career has been, you know, you feel like you haven't had direction. You're back, baby. You're back better and stronger than ever. That tower, I think, moment needs to happen, almost like a blessing in disguise. It needs to happen because it's going to give you a surge of momentum, and that momentum has come up with the Knight of Swords. It does represent air energy, so this is our way of thinking, our way of tackling things, our way of compartmentalizing. It can represent an air sign around you that might be wanting to rush things, or might not be really thinking about what they're saying. So not really having a filter when they speak, they might be blurting things out. It could be something happening very, very quickly around you. It could also be a bit of time pressure. Pressure to perform, pressure to do well, pressure to get things going. But it's definitely momentum. You might be limited on time somehow. There might be a time pressure time pressure on you, or a window, a time frame, a window of opportunity to act or to strike or to remedy a situation or to have a second attempt at a certain situation. I guess it's mindfulness. You'll need mindfulness because the Knight of Swords can get very carried away with what he thinks. Okay, this is the racing mind. So something might have your thoughts racing, whether it's the Tower moment, whether it's a person, whether it's a project. It might have your heart racing, it might have your mind racing, your thoughts racing, but nonetheless it's symbolism here of that sort of momentum, and it's sort of like the way you're wrapping up November potentially. So it's quite interesting, but I will leave your reading at that for November.